hit. I need fire rescue.
I just vividly remember seeing during that time that something was wrong with my right leg. Didn't know anything about my left leg. I came to rest sitting up, and I reached down. I felt and saw there was blood on my fingers.
This is where it happened. Sergeant Kepp was actually off duty when he heard fellow officers over the radio talking about a dangerous situation on the highway. So he came out to help them.
In the interest of especially this incredibly, dangerous situation, I did feel the need to, get back involved in it. It wasn't something that I was just gonna, let go.
If you listen closely to the police radio, you can hear him call for his own rescue.
I got hit. I need fire rescue. I'm at Watkins Mill. Please send ASAP.
I'm going to get your food.
That commitment to the job cost Sergeant Patrick Kepp both of his legs.
What was that moment when you realized that your life was going to change?
That was the first very, very emotional moment for me. There have been a few, but that one was probably the most, the very first and one of the most impactful ones, to know that not just one, but both were gone. That's a huge life change. One is a huge life change. Two is a massive, astronomical change. So it was incredibly emotional. Just a difficult time.
Do you ever feel anger?
Yeah, I'd lie if I said I didn't. But again, just like sadness, right? There's a time for all those emotions, but I try to, get beyond that and think more about, the positive stuff. That I'm here, that I'm alive, that I have my friends and family that have. That's the reason I've gotten through all this, is the friends and family.
And now, all things considered, if you had to go back to that day, would you do anything differently?
No, I'd do everything exactly the same. That may seem crazy to some, but good friends and colleagues and family, certainly family, we'll call it stubbornness. And so maybe that's a little bit of that. So maybe a little stubbornness on my own, but that's me, so.
Right now, Sergeant Kepp gets his physical therapy at the Military Advanced Training Center here at Walter Reed, one of the best institutions in the world for treatment of injuries like his. Kepp's journey here from shock trauma in Baltimore became a news event in its own right, and a chance for his police community to show him their support.
I don't remember any of that stretch down the hallway, I'll be totally honest with you. It was just a blur coming out. I knew what was going on in front of me, obviously, with the motorcade, and then to see it in video was incredible. And then to get here and have all those officers look over to my right, it's so cool. And it wasn't just us. You look in there, it was so many other people and so many other agencies.
We met up with Sergeant Kepp in the Military Advanced Training Center, where he does his physical therapy 5 days a week.
So this is a little tricky, so kind of wedge yourself as far as you feel comfortable.
So how did you get into Walter Reed?
Congressman Trone's office reached out to my family the day of, which is incredible.
Over the beautiful. Don't relax that leg a little bit. Don't let it rotate. Think about you have a glass of water on your low back. There we go.
It's a process. I'm what's called a Secretary of Defense designee, a Secretary of Defense designee for medical care. And it's actually available to anyone that truly needs, that has that great a need for it. It's been done in the past. For example, like Boston Marathon bombing victims have been the beneficiaries of it here at Walter Reed.
So it's been about 2 months since this happened. How are you feeling, just in general?
I feel awesome. I feel great. What I've been doing that we can see, of the exercises here in physical therapy and occupational therapy, that I'm moving around. I'm moving myself, from point A to point B, and doing as best as I can with 2 wheels instead of 2 legs. I'll be back on 2 legs eventually, and whatever that time frame is. But I feel great, and I'm following, in my mind, right along with where I need to be and where I want to be.
Earlier this month, Kepp received an award from the Washington Regional Alcohol Program for his work in apprehending drunk drivers. For him, it was an unexpectedly emotional moment.
Certainly to my family and friends, my parents, to my to my law enforcement family.
I put my uniform shirt on, I put the chevrons on, I put the name tag and the badge on, and emotions in my head too, knowing that I'm not going to be back in that uniform for a while.
In making it so I'm here today to talk to you instead of somewhere else. So thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it.
Do you want to go back to Montgomery County Police? Are you planning to?
100%. I will be back at work.
So a lot of people are calling you a hero now, of course, and you probably didn't set out to be one, but I mean, do you feel like that, or?
It's not that I don't like that word. I think it's a great word to use for people, hero, but I don't feel as if I am. I think I was just doing my job trying to make a traffic stop that night. I don't know that that makes me a hero. I just feel like I was just doing my job.